Patterson, as Mommy just said. So I'm here to kind of talk about my life with Jesus. And so most of you see me up here today, and you might see a girl who is pretty nice, I hope. Kind of all around the place, who just loves life, because I really do. But if you saw me 12 months ago from today, you might see a girl who had just gotten out of a relationship that wasn't very Christian. You might see a girl who kind of played with guys' hearts and who wasn't very nice about it. You might see a girl who didn't have the best friendships, and you would see a girl who had kind of let God take the backseat in her life. So there's that girl, and you're wondering now, how did that girl turn into this one? Because that's weird. Anyways, so I'm here to tell you that. Last year, I had Travis Bowen talking to me all the time, going, Claire, you need to do a work crew. It is like the greatest thing ever, and you would do so well, and it'd be so cool. And I was like, maybe not. I was like, I don't want to give up a month of my summer to clean bathrooms or serve people food and do all that. I'm already doing so much this summer, but it was like literally like the last week I could sign up, and I was like, I gotta do it. It will be like super cool, and I just have to. And so last summer I did both Camp Denord and Crooked Creek, and I learned two things from both those places. At Camp Denord, I got there, and there was these crazy counselors and LDPs, and they were all just so full of life and just goofy and just having fun with everything they were doing, and they were just themselves. And I was like, I want to do that. And so I did. I spent 2 weeks just being goofy and having fun with life and being Claire. And I had never gotten that opportunity. I had never just felt so free to just be me and have fun with life. And so I got back home, and my friends were kind of like, okay, this is weird. She's singing songs and jumping around. I don't even know. And so at that point, I kind of felt down in the dumps. I was like, well, I want to have fun and jump around and sing weird songs. That's okay. And then, so at that point, I was kind of down. And then I went to Crooked Creek on my camp. And wow, for the first week, I probably cried a lot. And I was cleaning toilets, and I was like, what did Travis send me to? This is not camp. This is weird. I don't want to clean people's toilets. And so for the first week, I just wanted to go home. But then it got to Thursday night, and we did a summer staff and work crew worship service. And wow, guys, the way they praised God was something I had never seen before. They were just, there's people like doing that whole like hands up in the air thing, and I was like, wait, I want to be one of those people. I want to love Jesus that much that I'm able to sit there and be so free in my faith. And then the song How He Loves came on, and it starts with, He is jealous for me, loves like a hurricane, I am a tree, and then it goes on to say a lot of cool other stuff. But in those words, I was like, He loves me so much. I am this high school girl who's done so many things that I don't feel great about in my heart, but He still loves me. And in that moment, I was like, God, just forgive me. I want to have You in my life. I want to be with You. And it was like this huge burden I didn't even know was on me, was just lifted off of my shoulders. It was crazy, and I just realized that I had gone so far from Him with hurting people and having these boys and relationships and friends who just didn't support Him as much as I wanted to, and I just felt renewed. And I was like, Jesus can be my best pal. He can be so cool. And the greatest thing I learned from this was that sometimes life is going to suck. Sometimes you're going to be tempted. Sometimes you're going to have friends who aren't really the greatest, or you're going to have relationships where you take a wrong turn, and it's going to suck. And you're going to want to be like, what did you do to me, God? But in that, God let me realize that there is a purpose to it. that he doesn't want us to fail. He wants to be right there with you, like your best friend. Like I have my best friend Kyle, and he's always right there by me. And that is how attainable God is to you. He wants to be like, you have an issue? Like just say a little prayer to me. Just in your car, just talk to me. And that is what your relationship can be with God. He can be your best pal. And so, what is the point to this? The point is that he loves you all so much. He loves you, Julia, and he loves you, Rebecca, and he loves you, Russell, and Sam, and just all of you so much. And he just wants to be your best pal and be with you. And in this all, there's been one verse, and it's Jeremiah 29:11. My friend Kyle, as well as Travis, have been like, Claire, this is a great verse. Like, read it all the time. And now I do. So it goes, for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope. And that is so powerful. He's there for you guys, and he wants to just love on you and be there with you. And so I'm going to pray here, and then we are going to listen to the song, How He Loves. And you can spread out, or you can just stay still, and you can just listen to the words and just have some time of quiet to yourself. And then we're going to just walk out that door in silence, and then we're going to go to Taco John's. Yeah, okay. Taco John's, and have a great time. Sorry. Anyways, and if you ever just want to talk to one of your young life leaders, or even me, I am always here to talk. Just hit me up in high school or something. I won't be there for long. But really, guys, just talk to us, and we'll go on. Okay. So, pray. Dear God, I thank you for this beautiful day, and for these beautiful people, and for Young Life, which has brought me so much joy in my life. And I just pray that each of these people here are able to realize that you want to be their best pal, that you just want to love on them and live life with them and just take the road with them. I pray that we can leave this room tonight just feeling your presence and go into the rest of the year just knowing you love us so much. In your name we pray.